Dame, last night you mentioned staying on Yusuf this summer.
Yeah.
Why is that important to you?
Just because I think something that we can be better about as a team is the level of accountability. You know, we all like each other and we all support each other, and it's so positive. But you know, I think with some of those other teams, you see Draymond jumping on KD, and he's not mad at him. You know, he's not trying to embarrass him. He's holding him accountable, and whatever that means he needs to do, he's going to get him to understand what he's trying to tell him. And you see it in the league. You see LeBron. You know, you see all these guys. They don't care about what other people say and all these things. They want their teammate to understand, this is what I need. This is what you have to do. And it's all for the greater good of the team, you know, for us to get the absolute best and the most out of each other. And that's what I mean by that is, you know, at times he might not like it, or he might feel like Dame always has something to say. But at this point in my career, to me is, well, how bad do you want to win? You know, if you don't like it, how bad do you want to win? Because that's what I'm interested in. And it's time for us to demand more of each other. You know, we can still have our brotherhood and have the same relationships, but, you know, if we really have love for each other, even our coaches, you know, we really have love for each other and we on the same page and we want to be a championship team and not just a make the playoffs team, then we got to demand more from each other.
Is there an evolution in your leadership style, sort of that fierceness?
I mean, it'll never be me to, you know, just be extra and jump all in somebody's face and all that. I think even now with how I am, I get my point across. You know, everybody will tell you that I'm a good person, but they know when I need to get a point across and I need to say something, they know that I'm going to say it firm and I'm not going to back down from what I'm saying. So definitely the next step for us from top to bottom, coaches to players, is demanding more from each other.
How do you draw a line between where you're at the end of the season now, between motivation and frustration?
I think you're frustrated with the way the season just it was up and down, up and down. You know, you're frustrated because you know that you could have performed better as a group. I know that that's what frustrates me the most, but I think on the positive side, you see that you can win. You know, even like I said, through everything that happened this year, we found a way to win and found a way to be in the playoffs. And that's the positive side of it. But it's just a matter of, can we do that before there's no other option? And can we just make a habit of, well, this is what we do on the defensive end. This is how we play on the offensive end. And when it gets to 5 minutes and it's time to win a game, we know what we're going to do to win the game. And it's not like some days we make a bunch of shots down the stretch, and then when the shots aren't falling, then we stop getting back in transition. We can't let each game be so different. You know, we got to be a lot more steady in our approach and in our performance just over the course of a game.
And what teammate impressed you the most this year?
Impressed me the most, I'm gonna have to say two players. First, I'm gonna say Shabazz, just because I watched him in college and I seen him play a little bit in Miami and a little bit in Orlando, and I always thought he could play. But you know, when we had to go against him in training camp, and when he got in the game and got an opportunity to play, just to, you know, I realized how good he really is. You know, he's a small guy, but I'm a fan of tough players. You know, fearless players and guys who truly believe in themselves and not just believe in, when I'm making shots, I believe in myself. Or when the game is going good, I believe in myself. He's a guy that really believes, and I feel like in camp, competing against him, I got better. You know, just because I was going up against a guy that didn't fear me, or he didn't care that, you know, this guy is the starting point guard, anything like that. He challenged me, and that's what you need. You need teammates like that. So I was really impressed with how hard he worked, and the competitor that he is, and also how talented he is. He's a really good player. And then after him, I'll say Nurk. When we got him at the deadline, I knew he was a big body, and he had good skills and stuff, but I had no idea that the player that we got, and I was really impressed with him.